Hi, thanks for joining us today. I'm Cathy, and I'm going to take you through the 7 clarity creation steps. Now, once you get this, the whole idea here is you want to take something that's just in your head, or what I call in the ethers, and you want to turn it into something physical. So here's how it has to start. It has to start with your thoughts. So, you have a thought and it creates a mental image, right? That's step 1. Step 2 then is you need to take a quiet time and I always say, start dreaming and breathe deeply. So you want to blank out all the distraction of your life and just sit for a minute and start dreaming, thinking to yourself. And I always close my eyes, by the way, but I won't do this for the video. But then I would close my eyes and I would think, what do I really want? What is it that would make my life be very lights on right now? And then once I get that thought, and you'll feel it, it's like a spark that happens. And then what you do is you put your attention on it. So you've had a thought, you've got the vision of it, now you're putting your attention on it, and then you have to take it into an intention. The way it works best is if you just write that down. A lot of people love having a journal with them for this process, and I really recommend that. So you want to write that down like an intention statement that's energizing. And let me see if I can give you a good example just off the top of my head. My intention is to spend the rest of my life as if I'm always smelling the roses. So that was energizing. You can see it lit me up. And then you want to create an action step. So far, we're all in our head. Now you have to take it into action. We call it a bridge. You say, here's where I am now. Here's where I want to go. That's your vision. And then what are the action steps that I'm going to take in between? And then once you put that into form and shape, then you want to release the details. Because I think the thing that throws people off the most is they try to make up how it's going to show up. And I'll give you a really good example of what I mean by that. And then, so you've released the details, you're following the clues, you're in action, lights on action, and then you want to observe what shows up with gratitude. Well, what if something shows up that wasn't what you intended? Well, be grateful, because sometimes a no is a yes. It kind of steers you away from things that might be troublesome. But remember that everything is perfect. So whatever shows up is as it should be when you follow these 7 steps. And I think a good way to think about it is you have a thought. Let's go to a restaurant, okay? So you have a thought. I want to eat out, right? And then you start dreaming about it. Wow, what kind of food would I really want? What would be exciting? What would be a great place to be? And then you put your attention on it and you figure out where that's going to be. And then you make an intention. Okay, I'm going to go to the restaurant. You get there, you look at the menu of choices. And remember, this is your life that has a menu of choices. This just isn't a restaurant. So you write out what you want, and then that's your action. And that's the fun part of this. Then you hand them your intention, your menu, over to the person who's taken your order, and then you have to let it go. That's what release the details really means. You don't then do your menu, give it over to the waiter, and then go in the kitchen and cook it. And that's where people make the big mistake, is they try to get in and they try to cook, or in this metaphor, cook the dinner. But you've done all the perfect steps up till now. And then you have to release it and then watch what comes back to you. Whatever comes back is going to be perfect. And that's how you really learn to live your way through the 7 attention steps. So thank you. It's a really wonderful way to live.